Oh, okay. Yeah, is this visible?
Yep.
Okay. Just a sec. So match 511. First player is Ayush, second is Ajit, third is Mario, fourth is Mick. So best of luck, guys, for the quiz.
Sorry, just give me a sec, guys. I just can't find my tab. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
There we are. Am I back? Yes, okay. All right, sweet.
Okay, good to go then. Starting with Ayush. First question to Ayush. Paw Patrol is a Canadian animated series that has spawned a couple of movies as well. On Paw Patrol, what breed of dog is Marshall, the competent but often clumsy firefighter and paramedic pup? The breed is named after the geographical area shown here.
Dalmatian.
That is, sorry, come again.
Dalmatian.
Dalmatian is the correct one. Moving to next question for Ayush. Of the 11 people to have won 5 or more gold medals at a single Olympics, 5 did so in which sport? One of the 11 did so on 3 separate occasions, including 8 golds at Beijing 2008.
Swimming.
Sorry?
Swimming.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Ajit. Which 1989 debut novel tells the stories of 4 older women, all Chinese immigrants living in San Francisco, who meet regularly to play the Chinese game at Mahjong, eat and exchange gossip, and it also chronicles the relationship of each of them with their respective adult daughters.
The Joy Luck Club.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Ajit. The word originates from Greek words for naked or nude and was first used in ancient Greece for a place for both physical and intellectual education of young men. The latter meaning of a place of intellectual education persisted in many European languages, which is why in various European languages, which word refers to a secondary school that prepares students for higher education at a university.
A gymnasium.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Mario. What was co-founded in 2011 by George Kurtz, Dmitry Alperovich, and Greg Marston? The following year, they hired Sean Henry, a former FBI official, to lead the security and response services. The company has been involved in investigations of several high-profile cyber attacks.
CrowdStrike.
CrowdStrike is the correct one. Moving to next question for Mario. Shown is L. Warren Scott's 2013 appropriation of a painting depiction the Greek goddesses symbolizing health, cleanliness, sanitation, etc. The original painting from 1901 is by which artist?
Can you zoom in a bit, please?
Yeah.
Klimt.
Klimt is the correct one. Moving to next question for Mick. This nonsense word emerged in pop culture during the early 1930s, first used by cartoonist Bill Holman. It was borrowed by a radar operator in the 415th Night Fighter Squadron at the height of World War II in 1944. 50 years later, when it was time to name his one-man project, a musician hoped that the name would lead listeners to assume the music was made by several people. Either tell us what this nonsense word is or what the band was called.
Foo Fighters.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Mick. There is a tradition of naming Eurocity trains after famous personalities associated with either or both of the European cities. Countries this trains runs between. The Prague-Vienna service is named after which Augustine player and abbot of St. Thomas Abbey in Brno. This founder of the Austrian Meteorological Society coined the terms recessive and dominant in reference to certain biological traits.
Mendel.
That is correct.
Whoa. Who's going to blink first, fellas?
Moving to next question for Ayush. The maternity grant, colloquially known as the baby box, is one of the most enduring social innovations in which country, originating in 1922, volunteer initiative to reduce infant mortality. The box contains a collection of clothing, bathing products, and nappies, and a small mattress with bedding that allows the box itself to be a place for infant sleep.
Could you zoom in?
Yeah. 10 seconds.
I'll guess Japan.
Not really. Passing it to Ajit.
Sweden.
Not really. Passing it to Mario.
Pass.
Passing it to Mick.
Yeah, it's somewhere cold, but I've heard this before, but I can't remember. Pass. Sorry.
Probably Norway.
Germany, Norway.
It
one of
is
Canada?
Finland.
Mm,
Finland.
Okay.
I've come across.
I heard
this.
the thing about the box that the baby can be
Yeah.
slept in it before, but
Yeah, no, I
the
knew.
country didn't come.
Moving to next question for Ayush. On February 14, 1929, 7 members of Chicago's North Side Gang were lined up against a wall at Lincoln Park and shot by 4 unknown assailants, 2 of them disguised in police uniforms. Though no conviction resulted, whose rival gang in competition for control of organized crime in the city during Prohibition is widely suspected of being responsible for the massacre?
Yeah, Al Capone. Yeah.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Ajit. What term refers to an elevated service platform from which many of the technical functions of a theater, such as lighting and sound, may be manipulated? A term that you may come across in the context of fashion. They were named for the careful, delicate jade of certain creatures.
Catwalk.
Catwalk is the right one. Moving to next question for Ajit. New Zealand athletic trainer Arthur Leidreard popularized what training technique that saw his proteges Peter Snell and Murray Halbo win gold medals on the same day in the 1960 Rome Olympics, called roadwalk in the USA. The Auckland Redacted Club, founded in 1962, is thought to be the first use of the noun form of the activity.
Noun form.
Ten seconds.
Oh. Hash House Harriers.
Not really. Passing to Mario.
Pass.
Passing to Mick.
Pass.
Passing to Ayush.
I have a non-com.
Yeah.
Is it race walking?
Not really. It is jogging.
Oh God, come on. One of those googlies. Okay.
Moving to next question for Mario. The plague of insomnia originally comes from the northern Indian kingdoms in La Gujaria. The symptoms are wide opening and glowing eyes like felini. Those infected can feel no tiredness or sleepiness and can work day and night. They also begin to lose memories and knowledge of the world. This plague is seen in the prominent demonstration of magical realism in which 1960s novel?
100 Years of Solitude.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Mario. The only athlete to win 5 golds in track and field at a single Olympics was Paavo Nurmi, who did so at the Games held in which city? This was the second time of 3 that this city has hosted the Summer Olympics, and the particular edition was later immortalized in an Oscar-winning film that focused on a pair of British runners. Ten seconds.
Paris.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Mick. In the 1950s, New Zealand pharmacist and inventor Colin Mudrot was granted a patent for which instrument while working with colleagues to study populations of deer and wild goats introduced to New Zealand. He considered that killing the animals to examine them would be unnecessary, leading to his Eureka moment.
Shit, I didn't realize that was mine. Like a tranquilizer gun?
That is correct.
Dart gun.
Moving to next question for Mick. On February 14, 2018, one of the deadliest US high school shootings killing 17 people and injuring another 17 occurred in Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School, Parkland, Florida. The school is named for Douglas, an American suffragist and conservationist best known for which nonfiction work subtitled River of Grass, thus reviving interest in a fragile Floridian ecosystem and protecting it from the reclamation.
Silent Spring.
Was that
I
again?
think-
Oh, sorry. Come again.
I said Silent Spring.
Not really. Passing it to Ayush.
Oh, pass.
Passing it to Mario.
Pass.
Passing it to Ajit.
Pass.
It is the Everglades River of Grass.
Okay, fair enough.
These are like tricky ones. So
Yeah, that was one to suss out,
yeah.
not to have heard of the book. Yeah.
Moving to next question for Ayush. Which popular South African condiment comprising onions, vinegar, garlic, and Worcestershire sauce has no animal parts or semen connections? It is believed to be named after Russian-born scientist Dr. Sergei Abramovich Vernov, who was a regular visitor at the Savoy Hotel in London. One of his medical experiments involved grafting redacted testicle tissue onto impotent men as cure.
No, chimp sauce.
Sorry,
A chimp sauce.
not really. Passing it to Mario.
Pass.
Passing it to Mick.
Pass.
Passing it to Ajit.
Pass. I hope it's not monkey oil or something like that.
Yeah, that was close. Monkey gland sauce.
Okay, yeah. I know
Moving
the
to next.
cocktail.
Moving to next question for Ayush. What term refers to the part of the state that extends past the proscenium arc, metaphorical fourth wall, and into the audience or sitting area? The same word is used for a protective garment worn over the front of one's clothes.
A jacket.
Not really. Passing it to Mario.
Pass.
Passing it to Mick.
Pass.
Passing to Ajit.
Apron.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Ajit. Which programming language used in statistical computing and data analysis created by University of Auckland professors Ross Haka and Robert Gentleman to teach introductory statistics is named for its creators and the fact that they were inspired by the existing S programming language?
SRR.
Come again?
SRR.
Mm,
No, not
not really.
SR
Passing to
squared.
Mario.
R.
R is the correct one.
No, just R. Okay.
Moving to next question for Ajit. No, this architect Peck wasn't inspired by the pickle to design this building. The diamond-shaped glass arranged in lattice design that forms the arcade layers of the building is actually modeled after the Venus flower basket sea sponge. Only instead of filtering water, the building filters air to minimize the need of air conditioning. What architectural marvel?
The gherkin. Jerkin.
That is
GHER.
correct. Moving to next question for Mario. Which people are indigenous to northern Scandinavia and the Kola Peninsula of northern Russia and specialized in the production of reindeer meat, along with the preserving the right to develop of the native language, traditions, and crafts. The Swedish government allows children from this community to attend specialized school during the years of compulsory school.
Sami.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Mario. Crystal Walter is a Wisconsin-based artist who creates digital drawing of Disney princesses with diverse body types. Which Disney princess is Walter imagining here? The character from the 2009 Disney film is based on two princesses. Princess Emma, the heroine of the 2002 novel The Frog Princess by E.D. Baker, and the princess from the Brothers Grimm fairy tale, The Frog Prince, was inspired Baker's novel. The character was also inspired by famed New Orleans Chief Lee Chase. Sorry, Chef.
Chase.
This is the princess from Princess and the Frog. I don't think it's an acceptable answer.
Not really.
It's all good.
Passing to Mick.
I can't remember her name either. Pass.
Passing to Ayush.
Is it Esmeralda?
Not
No.
really. Passing to Ajit.
Tiana.
That's correct.
Tiana.
Princess Tiana. Moving to next question for Mick. The Marchesa Spring 2016 dress appropriates the work of which artist whose depiction of a hazy scene at the port of Le Havre kick-started the Impressionism movement?
Monet.
Sorry, coming in.
Monet.
Coming back to you, passing to Ayush.
Okay.
Not that? I'll pass.
Passing it to Mario.
Pass.
Passing it to Ajit.
Manet. M-A-N-E-T.
Not really. It is Monet. M-O-N-E-T.
No, it's
No,
That's
pronounced
what
Monet.
he said.
So,
That's
Oh,
the
my
correct. He got it right. That's why I was like, maybe there is some. I was like very surprised. So,
yeah.
Mick got it.
I heard it Monet. M-O-N-E. So I.
yeah,
No,
that is
yes.
pronounce that way.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how you say it. Yeah.
Cloud Monet. Moving to next question for Mick. Doenjang, that is fermented bean paste, is one of the cheapest meals in Korea, and the term doenjang jigging mocks a woman for eating a cheap meal so that she can buy something expensive. A large part of which 2012 K-pop song is a parody of this cultural stereotype that originated in the condiment doenjang.
Gangnam Style.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Ayush. In a peaceful retirement village, a group of four pensioners, Elizabeth Best, Ron Ritchie, Joyce Mijo-Croft, and Ibrahim Arif, met up once a week to investigate unsolved homicides in the series of novels by TV presenter Richard Osman. What do they call this collective, named after the day they met?
The Christmas Club.
Not really. Passing to Mick.
Tuesday Murder Club.
Pass,
Not
pass.
really. Passing to Mario.
The Thursday Murder Club.
That is correct.
Fuck me, I started it Thursday. And then I'm like, I always get this one wrong. What do I always say? It's fucked it.
Moving to next question for Ayush. What, also known as Stop Error, primarily served as a diagnostic tool for Microsoft Windows 3.1 developers, providing crucial information about system errors. It was designed by Microsoft developer John Wirt and displayed cryptic codes and hexadecimal values, intended for technicians and programmers to identify the root cause of crashes.
I'll pass.
Passing to Mick.
Pass.
Passing to Mario.
Pass.
Passing to Ajit.
I didn't think it would go past Mario. Pass. It's a coding thing, right?
It's a blue screen of death.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought about that,
God.
but
Yeah,
blue
me
screen of
too.
this is a blank screen, right?
This is like stupid. Anyway, doesn't matter. Should have
Next
just.
question for Ajit. In which 2022 horror comedy film with a fitting number in its alphanumeric title is Dave Grohl possessed by a demonic spirit and kills the other Foo Fighters band members while they record in a haunted mansion? It is filmed in the same mansion in which Foo Fighters had recorded their album Medicine at Midnight.
One man.
Not really. Passing to Mick.
Pass.
Passing to Ayush.
I'll pass.
Passing to Mario.
Pass.
It is Studio 666.
Oh. Okay.
Moving to next question for Ajit. And the only athlete to win 5 gold medals at a single Winter Olympics was Eric Hayden from the USA, who dominated the 1980s games in Lake Placid. Hayden won all 5 of his gold in the long track form of his sport. 2-word answer required.
Speed skating.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Mario. This was first invented in Japan in 1908 by a chemist called Ikeda Kikuini, who hoped that this cheap, easy to manufacture condiment might encourage people to eat more bland but nutritious foods. Which condiment, which got a bad rap after an FDA warning on sodium content?
MSG.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Mario. Which series of detective books takes its name from an informal talking group founded by the main character, Isabel Dalhousie, who lives alone in a large house in Edinburgh? Isabel, who has often been compared unfavorably with the author's other detective creation and dubbed the number 2 lady detective, redacted by a few critics. The answer includes the day they met as well as the name of an academic discipline to which over 95% of the Wikipedia articles eventually reach.
The Sunday Philosophers Club. Whatever.
Coming back to you, passing it to Mick.
No, I can get halfway there as well. Pass.
Passing to Ayush.
I take the chance and pass.
Passing to Ajit.
The Sunday Philosophy Club.
That is correct.
Yeah. Now they all go back to philosophy, but
Moving to next question for Mick. R is available as free software available under which umbrella free software mass collaboration project by Richard Stallman, whose three-letter name is a recursive acronym. Its mascot is pictured here.
yeah. Bull.
Not really. Passing it to Ayush.
GNU.
GNU is the correct one. Moving to next question for Mick. The architect Peck saw a deck of cards being shuffled and an idea popped into his head. He designed three towers, each resembling a card leaning against the other. And on top of that, he put a giant ship, which architectural marvel that at its opening in 2010 was deemed the world's most expensive standalone casino property.
Marina Bay Sands.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Ayush. Shame is described as a terminal disease in some parts of the vast celestial region. It's rife amongst the population of Betelgeuse 5, the fifth planet of the sun, Betelgeuse. It is also responsible for killing of the father of the protagonist in which novel?
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Come again?
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Ayush. The Copenhagen Hamburg Eurocity service is named after which fictional character? This character has the most lines of any character in all Shakespeare's play, and it is thought that Shakespeare himself played the ghost of the character in the original production of the play.
Hamlet.
Hamlet is the correct one. Moving to next question for Ajit. On Paw Patrol, what breed of dogs are the junior patrollers? When equipped with meteorite crystal, the trio all have the same superpower of multiplication, in which they can make numerous duplicates of themselves. The breed is named after the geographical area shown here.
Tell us that. Oh. Corgis?
Not really. Passing it to Mick.
Pomeranians.
That is correct.
Yeah, shit. Germany. Okay.
Moving to next question for Ajit. Which Disney princess is Walter reimagining here? The character is based on the legendary Chinese warrior Hua, directed from the eponymous ballad, making her the first Disney princess not to be based on a fairy tale or folk tale, but rather a legend. In the 1988 Disney film, her speaking voice is provided by actress Ming Na Wen, while singer Leah Salonga provides the singing voice.
Mulan.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Mario. The image shown shows Devko making a cameo playing the role of Animal, a replacement for Animal, the wild drummer in a cover band in which 2011 film. This was the seventh theatrical film featuring the titular puppets, with their first appearance being in Sam and Friends, a Washington DC based show, which was broadcast from 1955 to 61.
The Muppets puppet movie.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Mario. The Munich Vienna Eurocity service is named after which prolific composer of the classical period? Apollo at Hyacinthus was a person's first true opera written at the age of 11.
Mozart.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Mick. Shown here is an illustration of donkey fever, that the children are cursed with by the land of toys. They become donkeys as a result of the immodest behavior. In which fairy tale novel by Italian humorist and journalist will you find the fictional disease?
Pinocchio.
Come again?
Pinocchio.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Mick. Originally used to trigger a soft reboot on a computer, TFS refers to the keyboard command that's quite popular among computer users, stated by David Bradley, who worked on the original IBM PC. What does TFS expand to, or what three key sequence does it entail?
Control Alt Delete.
That is correct.
Three finger salute.
No idea. Three finger salute. Yeah. Okay, I've heard of that.
Moving to next question for Ayush. R is an open source software also accessible through third-party interfaces which have easier user interface. One such notebook interface is named what for three core programming languages it supports: Julia, Python, and R. Both the name and the logo of the project are inspired by drawing from a manuscript ascribed to Galileo depicting 4 moons, which he discovered of a planet.
Jupiter.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Ayush. New Zealand entrepreneur A.J. Hackett used a mathematical formula developed by New Zealand's Department of Scientific and Industrial Research to develop a super stretchy elastic material in the mid 1980s. In 1986, what did he do using this material from the Upper Harbour Bridge in Auckland, calling it one of the most riveting experience of my life?
Bungee jumping.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Ajit. This 2012 Roda Race appropriates a painting by which artist?
Vincent van Gogh.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Ajit. In 2010s, the Uzbekistan government, in its attempt to combat the pernicious influence of Western mass culture, turned February 14 into National Poetry Day to commemorate which national hero, founder of an empire and an occasional poet, whose birthday it is?
So, shit. Oh God, I blanked out. Sorry, pass. I blanked out.
Passing it to Mario.
Pass.
Passing it to Mick.
Tamerlane.
Not really. Passing to Ayush.
Timur.
Which is
No,
Not
that's
really.
Oh, that's
This is Ismail someone.
It is
Yeah.
Babar.
Babar.
The other guy. Fuck me.
But why
no. I
founding
was
Mughal
going a
Empire?
different direction. Anyway.
Yeah, I was thinking about this, but then Mughal Empire is in India.
Yeah.
Uzbekistan is someone.
Okay.
Or maybe not.
Moving to next question for Mario. What term refers to a passage situated below or behind a tier of seat in a amphitheater or a stadium through which big crowds can exit rapidly at the end of an event? A commonly held but erroneous notion is that ancient Romans designed spaces called these for the purpose of literal regurgitation as part of a binge and purge cycle.
Bulimia.
Not really. Passing it to Mick.
Vomitorium.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Mario. After an initial version released coinciding with Halloween was codenamed Great Pumpkin, all subsequent releases have continued this tradition with names like Warm Puppy, Security Blanket, and Beagle Scouts. What pop culture inspiration is behind these version names of R, justified by the fact that it can translate into crazy for a statistical measure, where the said measure is an indicator of statistical significance in null hypothesis testing.
Uh,
10 seconds.
the Peanuts, more specifically Snoopy.
That is correct. Peanuts.
No, Peanuts is good enough. I think
Yeah.
they were.
Yeah, only.
I didn't know what was. It.
Oh,
Good
yeah,
one.
Linus has a security blanket anyway.
Oh, okay. The Beagle is what is it?
Moving to the next question for Mick. On Paw Patrol, what breed of dog is Zuma, who serves as an aquatic rescue pup on his orange-colored hovercraft? The breed is named after the geographical area shown here.
Labrador.
That is correct.
I was about to say, is it Newfoundland? Did they just leave?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like doesn't really help the redacting.
Okay. Yeah.
Moving to the next question for Mick. Which Disney princess is also reimagining here? The character is based on the princess in Charles Perrault's fairy tale Sleeping Beauty, and in the 1959 Disney film was voiced by American singer Mary Costa.
Princess Aurora.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Ayush. In his first real movie role, David Bowie stole the show as Satan, donning full blood red regalia, including horns, a large goat, and a tattooed pentagram. Which 2006 film was this, whose name is derived from blank defense, a phrase used by NBA basketball sportscasters Walt Frazier and Marv Albert? Ten seconds.
No, Devil's Defense.
Not really. Passing it to Mario.
Pass.
Passing it to Ajit.
Pass.
Passing it to Mick.
Pass.
Is Tenacious D.
Oh, that's the band.
Oh,
God.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a film.
yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Moving to next question for Ayush. Which Disney character, eloquently described as neither a princess nor a villain, is Walter reimagining here? This character from Hercules 1997 is based on Hercules' first and the third wives in Greek mythology, while her role and personality was based on the 1940s screwball comedians, particularly Barbara Stanwyck's performance in The Lady Eve 1941.
Don't remember them. Esmeralda.
Come again?
Esmeralda.
Not really. Passing it to Mario.
Pass.
Passing it to Ajit.
Pass.
Passing it to Mick.
Pass.
Some Dia something. Dia.
It is Megara.
How do you spell it? Megara.
Yeah.
No, new one, new princess, which I'd never heard of.
Moving to next question for Ajit. This Paris-Geneva Eurocity service is named after whom, the winner of the first Nobel Peace Prize in 1901, alongside French pacifist Frédéric Passy, an organization he co-founded, is the only three-time recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize.
Henri Dunant.
That is correct.
That's the one.
Moving to next question for Ajit. On July 19th, CrowdStrike distributed a faulty configuration updated for which antivirus package as sensor software, logo shown, running on a Windows PC and servers, causing a global IT outage. This was CrowdStrike's first product in June 2013 and shares its name with the bird getting its name from the Latin for a sickle, referring to its claws.
I have two options. Condor.
Not really. Passing to Mario.
Falcon.
Falcon is the correct
It's
one.
Falcon. Okay, I don't know why I went with the Latin stuff. Okay. Stupid.
Moving to next question for Mario. In 1884, William Attack became the first sports referee in the world to use what object during a game of rugby in Canterbury, New Zealand. Attack found that use of the voice exhausting and found this alternative to be great success.
A yellow card.
Not really. Passing to Ayush.
Whistle.
Whistle is the correct one. Good one. Moving to next question for Mario. On February 14, 1989, Ayatollah Khomeini, appearing on the Iranian radio, declared the rest of the day as the day of mourning. This was soon after pronouncing what judgment earlier in the same address in his capacity as the spiritual leader of the Shahas.
The fatwa against Salman Rushdie.
Come again.
Salman Rushdie's fatwa.
Oh,
You got
that
it.
is correct. That is correct. That is good. My bad. Moving to next question from Mick. With 49 participating countries, which process or system ensures comparability in the standards and quality of European higher education? It is named after the University of Blank, but the 1999 declaration was signed by 29 European countries, founded in 1088. It is the oldest university in continuous operation in the world and the first degree awarding institution of higher learning.
Bologna?
That is correct. Moving to next question for Mick. The record for the most goals by a female athlete at the single Olympics was set in 1988 by which East German swimmer who won 6, although she never tested positive for banned substance. Her achievements have been called into question by subsequent revelation after the scale of the East German doping program.
Fuck, that's a step up from Muller.
Not really. Passing to Mario.
Christine Otto.
That is correct.
Yeah, nice.
Moving to next question for Ayush. This Bertrand Guerin 2016 bodysuit appropriates the word whipping woman by which artist? The artist hosted his first exhibit in Barcelona, Spain, when he was 19 years old.
Maybe zoom it.
Yeah.
He just wants to check out the girl.
Picasso.
That is correct.
That's correct.
Moving to next question for Ayush. This architect Pick really admired how fish swimmer and twist their scales glisten in the sunlight. He therefore built something that curved and twisted like a fish body and embroidered that same kind of magic. This was the architect's attempt at reviving a burst city. What architectural marvel need the city as well?
The Guggenheim Museum at Bilbao.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Ajit. Which green sauce made of chopped parsley, lemon zest, and garlic is the standard accompaniment to the Milanese braised veal shank dish ossobuco a la Milanese? It is similar to the Argentine chimichurri and French persillade sauces.
Yeah, this is. I'm just gonna go with pesto. I know it's not correct.
Not really. Passing it to Mario.
Pass.
Passing it to Mick.
Pass.
Passing it to Ayush.
Pass.
I've eaten it. That's the irony.
Pass.
This Germolata.
Cremolata. It's cremolata, I thought anyway. Okay.
Moving to next question for Ajit. Grayscale is a non-fatal disease akin to leprosy. It affects children, generally leaving them malformed and disabled but alive. Shown here is Sharon, who suffered from the same and was later burned alive. In which series or of novels?
The Harry Potter novels?
Not really. Passing it to Mario.
Oh no, the other
The Song of Ice and Fire.
one.
That is correct. That is correct.
God. I'm too tired. Stupid.
Moving to
Mario,
next
you owe him a
question.
6-pack of beer.
Sorry?
I said you owe him a 6-pack of beer.
Yeah, I know.
That's the game right there.
I'm just like Falcon. It's just really late. That's all I can say. I mean, I'm like, okay, I'm just overthinking.
Moving to next
I'll be
question
sending you something
for
else, but it won't be beer.
Mario. On Paw Patrol, what breed of dog is Chase, the second in command of the patrol who serves as a police and spy puppy? A popular name for the breed comes from the geographical area shown here.
Alsatian.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Mario. This architect desired to create a place where people of all religions could congregate, and to build that, he found inspiration from Nelumba nucifera in a pond. The building that bloomed over time involves 27 freestanding marbles arranged in group of 3 to form 9 slides. What architectural marvel?
The Akshardham temple in Delhi.
Not really. Passing it to Mick.
The Lotus Temple.
That is correct.
Fuck. Like Nelumba Nusivara is lotus, and then I was wondering what could it be?
Moving to next question for Mick. What term refers to an extension on the back of the stage simply for the purpose of running from one side of the stage to other unseen? In multiple contexts, this refers to the process of a result of changing from one activity or style to another.
Transition.
Not really. Passing it to Ayush.
Pass.
Passing it to Ajit.
Switching?
Not really. Passing it to Mario.
Pass.
It is crossover.
Change
Okay.
over.
Moving to last question for Mick. In 1996 novel, made famous by its 1999 cult film adaptation, was triggered by an altercation the author had on camping trip and the reluctance of his work colleagues to ask about his brushed and swollen state post his return to work. Some of it was also inspired by his own involvement with a group called the Cacophony Society.
Fight Club.
That is correct. So thank you guys for the quiz.
Well played.
Thanks.
Sorry,
Thanks
Mick.
for it.
Sorry, Mick, for helping Mario.
Yeah, that was a lucky break.
I know. It's
Yeah.
sometimes. So I'm happy
Good luck,
for you.
everyone. Rest of
Yeah.
the
Thank
game.
you.
Good. Yeah. Good night,
Thanks for
guys.
reading,
Yeah.
Sharma.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.